Hey Eduardo, this is a video special for you about the double tongue in a few exercises or in a few orchestra excerpts. I'm sorry, and I use this book for this, and we talked about this already. But now, how can you study this, and how can you maybe use this step by step in your research? And I start with the Carmen, and because in this book he shows us the parts of the opera and not of the suites, and actually that's what I meant earlier. Um, you need to have the actually this book. And what about how can you learn about tonguing in this book? Well, if you go to Act One, to the march and choir, the signal, the famous signal, you've got to use the K to get this signal right. If you do it with the tip of the tongue, you will be slow, and it will be slurry, and it will be. So maybe practice it slow, like this. And also to land on the C sharp, it should be okay. And then find out what's the tempo. Well, the tempo about is 1-1-2. So this is the tempo. And then take steps so it's easy to get it done. And maybe this is too fast. So let's go to 10 lower, to 102. So every time, get used to the feeling of the K in the mouth. Get used to an active tongue, that you really are active in the mouth, that you really feel what's happening in the mouth, and build up slowly. So this is 102. So you still have to win 10 clicks to be in the right tempo. And of course, you want double tongue. With double tongue, you need to have a good K. So you need this rhythm to get a good double tongue. Because the T is there. The T is simple, but the K is difficult. So this is quite a good exercise to get your exact tonguing right. Oh, then we turn the page, and then we have this march. This march, this one. Once in a while, there's a double tongue in. And this double tongue should be exactly in the same level, dynamic level as the rest. So not suddenly louder, not suddenly softer, but very clear. And so you'll have to find where exactly this 16th is. Okay, then of course this march goes on and on. The people come closer, you play louder, and they disappear again, and we play softer. This is a fantastic exercise for articulation. Keep your articulation even in piano, and keep playing really clear. The last bars, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, piano smorzando. Even there, play with a lot of clarity. Yeah. So Carmen is fantastic. Now you were talking about Dubbeltong. Okay, you'll have it, and that's the finale, number 26, and this one, the finale number 26 from Act 3. The tempo here is 1-3-2. This is a tempo. So that's the tempo. But now you will have to learn to go to different levels in melody, and then that the tongue is not interrupting. So the first thing you will have to learn is it's not difficult, it's only a D that's troubling you. Go from the C to the G, that's a K. So you'll have to do this slow and a lot of times. Or else you will never get this tempo 132 in single tongue. So you must be able to play this double tongue. So of course, build up slow. Maybe first a few 8 notes, then slowly, learn to feel this melody in your mouth, because it's quite a jump you have to make, and maybe you'll find jumps like this back in Arban or in Laurent or in Burke or Salvo, but you will have to do step by step, or else you can't play this. Taka, da da taka. Yeah, that's the next difficult one. Simplified, yeah? Another thing you really need to do often, really often, and then first slow and then fast. I mean, nobody cares about this technique. Nobody thinks this is hard, and it is hard. And that's why we really, really need to study this. And not a little bit, study this. Hundreds of times. Yeah? Okay, and then, oh yeah. Well, that's a signal. That is not the most difficult part. Then the transposition changes. Etc. So also these lines at around 83, you'll need to do slow, double tongue, slow double tongue, and then very slowly come into the tempo. Okay, I hope you understand that this is really a tricky thing, and that you can put this in your research, because this is not easy. And if we stay on this page, we'll find Brahms, Second Symphony. And you were talking about Dubbeltong. If we look at the end of the piece, last time my colleague Ad Welleman had a huge fight with our chief conductor, Mark Albrecht. He wanted to do it so fast that actually it was impossible to play. And we always play this Dubbeltong. But it was so fast, and I know my colleague Ad Welleman is a tremendous trumpet player, and he knows his technique, and if he says this is not playable, then really something is going on. And if we look at 405 in the fourth movement of Brahms number 2, it's in D. Taka-taka-ta, ta-taka-ta, taka-taka-ta, ta-taka-ta, taka-taka-ta, ta-taka-ta, or taka-taka-ta, ka-taka-ta. That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. Also practice this slow, because it's the end of the symphony and you feel tired a little bit, and then tonguing is difficult. So you need to have a good embouchure and a good Ausdauer to play this. And then ta-ya-ta-ka, ta-ya-ta-ka-ta. Really play double tongue. Or it's a little bit how the A is on the trumpet and how the A is feeling at the end of the symphony. Most of the times I do a little bit this, a little bit the first out, and so you don't have to push everything down all the time. That takes a lot of your strength, and that affects your double tongue. So try to play straight out, so you don't have to be concerned about the tuning. Okay, these were a few of my double tongue ideas in the book. And then if you turn the other page, you have this famous Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra of Britain. And this is all double tongue. I mean, if you take this tempo, 1, 5, 2, tika dum, tum tika dum, tum tika dum. First note, just a little bit of sound, but not too much. It's all staccato. Tum tika dum, tum tika dum. And then also do this slow, especially if you reach the end. Be sure that you that you support this with all the air you have. Really a lot of air. And then still stay on this page. Look at Bruckner 7. Look at it. The tempo is not fast, but here we got to have clarity in the double tongue. Double tongue, again, double tongue. So we can find enough in this book to help you to give examples for studying of double tongue. If you play Bruckner 7, start with this, an octave lower, then go up tone by tone until it feels comfortable to play this in a high register and to play it loud over the orchestra and still have a good sound and clear and everything, you know. Okay, Eduardo, I hope this helps a little bit, and so it's still only from this book, only the probespiel book, and so have fun with this, and I'm sure you can use this in your research. Good luck!